Freezing out Notre Dame is what I'm talking about.
Nigga, I'm from Columbus. What is you talking about? Ohio, bitch!
Apparently, Notre Dame ain't the only one who can take their ball and go home. Before I get into that, please hit that like, subscribe button. Please help a brother grow this thing out. Trying to bring you stuff from a fan's point of view. So again, if you're checking me out for the first time, please look at some of my other stuff, particularly some of the stuff I'm going to talk about this time, because this is stuff I've been saying for a while now in terms of Notre Dame. Notre Dame, as we all know, got left out of the playoffs. And had them a little temper tantrum following that. Had them a temper tantrum following the playoffs and how they were left out. They did not like it. Oh my goodness, it's just it's comedy almost. It is almost comedy. What's going down? Because some of them now did they look at my last? I think they may have looked at it. I think they may have just looked at it, because they're saying some of the stuff that I literally just said. Why are you playing Notre Dame? Why are you playing them? Don't play them. I said, go look. I just said it. Why are you guys playing Notre Dame? Why are you playing group of 5 teams? That's a discussion for another day. This is another day. This is about Notre Dame and why conferences are playing Notre Dame. I've been saying this for a while now. If I'm a Power 4 conference, I'm not playing Notre Dame, especially at the conference playoffs. It's college football playoffs, but we know it's conference playoffs. It's the conference playoffs, and the deal is how to get more of your conference teams into the playoffs. That's where the money is. SEC, they got 5 teams in this year. We ain't gonna talk about that again. Look, you know how I thought about their 5 teams. Go look at my other stuff. Please do. Big 10, they got 3 teams in. ACC 1, Big 12 1. The group of 5 got 2. Notre Dame got left out, and once they got left out, their AD went on a little temper tantrum. We ain't going to a bowl game. We're going to withdraw our name. And they threw the ACC under the bus in the process, because the ACC had the audacity. They had the audacity to argue on behalf of Miami over Notre Dame, which shouldn't have been an argument since Miami beat you anyway. But they had the audacity that ACC did not speak up more per reports, or per him or their AD, did not speak up more on behalf of Notre Dame, which is not his job to. You're independent. Why would he speak up on behalf of you when he's trying to get his own team in? If anything, he should have been speaking up for Duke. Was never going to get in anyway. Virginia may have had a chance, but Duke, not so much. But yeah, so they got mad at the ACC for not arguing on behalf of them more, I guess. They felt slighted, and they ain't going to a bowl game. They withdrew their name. So I'm like, why are the Power 4 conferences playing Notre Dame? What benefit do they get from it at this point? Because as we all know, starting next year, I mentioned it in my previous posting, that Notre Dame, however they went about getting this pit in place, I don't know how the other conferences let it happen, but apparently starting next season, if Notre Dame finishes in the top 12, they guaranteed a spot. They guaranteed a spot. So if they're guaranteed a spot, and the group of 5 still going to get their 2 spots, who's that going to come at the expense of? One of the conferences, Power 4 conferences, that want to get as many teams in as they can. This ain't going to affect the group of 5 teams. If whatever would have affected them this year. What, JMU and Tulane, they outside the top 15, but they're in. So unless something changes where the group of 5 don't automatically get bids, and Notre Dame is going to be in the top 12, it's going to come at the expense of a conference team. So I'm like, why are you guys playing Notre Dame anyway, to give them that strength of schedule argument? Because that's what Notre Dame was arguing. They strength of schedule, because they were able to play Texas A&M, Miami, USC, and of course they got their little thing going on with the ACC. Why they're mad at the ACC? That's part of the reason why they're mad at the ACC. But they played Texas A&M. They played Miami, lost them both. So that, in a way, is on you, Notre Dame. If you're going to schedule just 2 or couple games, at least got to win them. They ain't even win them, but they felt they should be in because they beat SC at the end of the day. A bottom tier, mid to bottom tier team in the Big Ten, and they beat the SEC, though. They felt they deserved to be in. They didn't get voted. They got mad at at the ACC for leaving them out and advocating on behalf of Miami. Again, what are they supposed to do? Now, they're not going to advocate on behalf of you. You ain't in a conference. But I'm a conference person. I'm not playing Notre Dame. Not, especially now if they're guaranteed a spot moving forward in this memorandum that apparently some of them are just learning about. Like, you weren't in the room. You was not in the room when they did the signatures for this stuff. Notre Dame guaranteed. Who came up with this? That's what I'm missing in some of this report. Who came up with this final decision that if Notre Dame's in the top 12, they get an automatic bid? Because we already know they got bias towards Notre Dame anyway. The AP polls, at least, or the AP writers, or the votes outside of the CFP. And so Notre Dame's always going to get the benefit of the doubt. But that's going to be hard to give them the benefit of the doubt if they're not paying Power 4 teams. So what are the conferences going to start doing now? Especially following his little tirade, which I don't know why he thought that was going to be beneficial for him, because if they really want to keep Notre Dame out, to me it's really, really simple. You don't schedule Notre Dame. How are they going to have an argument to get in if you ain't played none of the other Power 4 conferences? And the athletic directors are finally, they listening to Core Dog. One of them saw me. One of them saw me, because I've been saying this for quite some time. Don't schedule Notre Dame. Make them get in a conference. And after what they said to the ACC, hell, I'm kicking all their other teams out of the ACC. Either join us completely or get the hell out. You want to take your ball and go home? Take all your balls and go home and get out of the ACC if you're going to be trashing us like this. We gave your other teams your non-revenue, aka your Olympic sports, whatever you want to call them, a place to call home, so they wouldn't have to be independent anymore. We gave you a place. We threw that to you, and this is how you repay us, by getting pissed off at us because we advocated for our football team who's actually in the conference. And I tell the ACC, I say bye. Bye. Good luck putting your teams in the AAC or the back into the Big East, or whatever other conference you want to go to. But unless you're going to commit to us fully in football, which will probably be a lifeline to the ACC at this point, but unless you're going to commit to us completely in football, I swear I would kick them out. I would kick them out, because if Notre Dame would have gotten in, because we see where Miami's ranked, so if Notre Dame would have got in, it would have been at the expense of Miami, who was not the conference champion, by the way. So if I'm the ACC, I'm looking at that. ACC could have been left out completely, the way things played out in the championship game, because I think Virginia may have gotten a bid over Miami, but once Virginia lost, that opened the door to put Miami in there, because they can now factor in the head-to-head with Notre Dame. But if I'm them, I just don't play Notre Dame. If they're going to be that way about it, if I'm the other if I'm the other athletic directors, first of all, I'm looking at that memorandum that gave Notre Dame that type of power to begin with, and it's like, can I cross my name off? Could I do a do-over on that? Because I don't know how that got signed off on where they get an automatic bid. But how do you counter that? What I've been saying: do not play them. Do not play them. What argument are they going to have? Unless you have a bunch of group of 5 teams that are just super, super good. How Notre Dame ever going to have the strength of schedule if they can't play anyone that's going to boost their strength of schedule rankings? It might sound difficult. Is it really difficult? They're an independent team. Is it really difficult? You don't schedule an independent team. Everyone's saying they're going the college football is now a minor league of football, just of the minor league of the NFL. Just do what the NFL does. They rotate between divisions each and every season. The Power 4 conferences can do the same thing. You got 3 non-conference games, 4 in some cases if you're the SEC and you want to schedule you're a Division II team in late November. But I think they're going to 9 games, so may not be able to make fun of them for doing that too much longer if they actually stick to going to 9 games. But that leaves a minimum of 3 non-conference games. This is how you do it. If I'm the Big Ten, and as much as I like playing Grambling, well, only for the bands. I like it for the bands. But really, Ohio State has no business playing Grambling. They don't. But this is how it works. If I'm a Big Ten team, you schedule 1 team from the Big 12, schedule 1 team from the SEC, schedule 1 team from the ACC while they still exist. I eliminate Division IIs. Do not schedule them. Eliminate Group of 5s. Do not schedule them. And don't schedule any independents. In Notre Dame, they're the only independent right now I do believe that's worth anything. It's Notre Dame. I wouldn't schedule them. And then when the playoffs roll around, 12 teams from now, even if it expands to 24 teams, same philosophy because you're going to have the same arguments. The conferences, they want to get most of their teams as possible into the playoffs. And as long as you got an independent team taking one of those spots, it's costing the conference money. It's costing that particular athletic program money, which in turn is going to cost their conference money. Do not schedule an independent team. Problem solved. I've been saying it for years. But if Notre Dame want to play that way, I think the conferences could play hardball too. It's going to be interesting how that plays out. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Should Notre Dame should the conferences keep bowing to Notre Dame and just let them in if they're in the top 12? Should the conference just cut them off? Just cut them off until they get into a conference. If I'm the ACC, should the ACC cut them off? Make them get in the conference, kick their other schools, other sports out of the conference. The conferences, to me, they have all the leverage over Notre Dame at this point in time in college football. They have all the leverage. Why are they still bowing down to Notre Dame? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I think at the end of the day, the dollars don't make sense. Because I think Notre Dame is costing conferences more than still kowtow. Instead of bowing down to them, I would force Notre Dame's hand at some point. And you expand to 16, you expand to 24. At the end of the day, Notre Dame's taking a spot away from a conference, one of your conference teams. Group of 5. If you don't want Group of 5, they're always going to take 2 spots. I'm talking about 2 to 3 spots. Every year is taken away from a conference, costing them money. I'm just saying. So what do y'all think on this whole Notre Dame situation? Should they join the conference? Should the conferences keep bowing down? Let your brother know. Hit him up in the comments. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Until next time, OHIO, I'm out.